last piece was a piece called Red Tails that was written to honor the Tuskegee Airmen based in Alabama who became, at the center of World War II as far as African Americans and fighter pilots. And it's just a wonderful little opener written by Ayete Shabazz. We hope you really enjoyed that. For something completely different, When Heaven Cries by Kataj Copley is, to me, a masterwork. And it's a beautiful piece that, as we've talked about, is filled with almost every emotion you can think of. And when planning out this concert, I didn't want to have any one composer represented twice because I felt there was enough good music to be shared, but I could not choose between these two pieces. So, written in response to the deaths of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery, Kataj writes this piece from the sense of heaven looking down at the things that are going on in society. And so hopefully you will hear a transformation from something pretty angsty and rage-filled to hopefully a sense of things getting better towards the end. So we hope you really enjoy When Heaven Cries by Kataj Copley. As they say, for something completely different again. Adolphus Hailstork composes and is written for almost every genre of music and won most of our major awards for music composition. Teaches in Virginia at Old Dominion University, and this is just a fun little setting of the spiritual wade in the water, but again dressed up for the new millennium, if you will. So we have New Wade in Water by Adolphus Hailstork. composer Kevin Day is a young composer who just finished his doctorate and is teaching at Wilfrid Laurier University near Toronto, Canada. He grew up in a musical home. His mom was a gospel singer. His dad was a hip-hop music producer, and so music has been in his blood for as long as he can remember. And this piece, A Song for Tomorrow, was written to honor a friend of his from his high school and middle school days who died tragically in an accident. And one of the things that he noticed at the funeral, on the program there was this Latin text, and when he went to search it out and find out what it meant, it translated to tomorrow is another day. And so he wrote this piece for his friend Jonathan, A Song for Tomorrow, to talk about some of the pain, but hopefully move past that so that we celebrate all of the future tomorrows we have together. So hopefully you will enjoy Kevin Day's A Song for Tomorrow. So if you ask me, marches come in two categories. Most band directors know this. There's marches that end with a stinger and marches that don't end with a stinger. So that's the final bump note at the end. And both of our marches tonight do not have a stinger. So hopefully at some point this season you'll maybe get to hear a good old march that has a nice bump note. But this march, the Governor's Own, was written by Augustus Adams, who has the privilege of being known as the first black bandmaster of the United States Navy. And the reason that that came about is because, you know, in Manifest Destiny and Conquering Everything, the United States went down to the Virgin Islands and said, you are part of our Navy now. So as they absorbed the Virgin Islands Navy, Augustus Adams found himself in the employment of the United States Navy. And this piece was written for the Governor General. He's also got a U.S. Virgin Islands March and a bunch of wonderful pieces. But this is just a very fun, light march that was arranged by Mark Clay, who's a professor and scholar at the University of Michigan, and did a lot of research into the history of Augustus Adams. And so we're going to play a little bit of, well, not a little bit, we're going to play all of it. paid for these tickets. We're going to give you the full deal. So we're going to play for you the Governor's Own by Augustus Adams. So we've come to the end. Before we play our final selection again, I want to thank the wonderful members of the Arizona Wind Symphony for being such fantastic collaborators for the past few weeks. It's been wonderful to spend some time working on this music with them. And do not forget, they have more concerts. The contest continues. So Mother Earth, I think, is the next concert. I think I saw you playing the studios. Yes. So that's going to be one you don't want to miss as well. We hope that you will buy your tickets now if you don't have a subscription, and make sure you're here for that next concert. So the last piece was written by a gentleman who was born about 45 minutes from where I was born. His name's Stevie Wonder. You may know him, but born in Saginaw, Michigan, and gone on to fame. We're going to play a medley of his music, and there is only one requirement. You got to have fun. If you want to get up and dance, as long as you have a willing partner, you get up and dance. If you want to toe tap, if you want to scream out, if you want to do whatever, this is the time to do it. So have fun. It has been a pleasure being here. These people are awesome, and it's been a great opportunity for me to work with them. And we will close with Stevie Wonder in